Hey there, welcome to day 44 playing chess every day until I reach 1500 Elo. Currently we're at 1160 after a win yesterday. And let's go ahead and hop right into a 15-minute rapid game. Alright, we're up against a 1225, so a pretty high rated opponent. And we have black, which typically, I think I've had a little bit worse success with black than white for the most part. It kind of depends on what variation I get. So we're going to play the Caro. And I think, okay, we get the advance. I think the advance is typically my favorite one. I'm gonna bring our bishop out. Okay, in this case, we're just gonna trade right away, I think. And then we'll connect this. I have to be careful probably about pushing this, because if normally I would push this and play c5, but if I play it right away, I don't really want this check and then like taking the pawn. So I'll probably play queen b6 first. Is this an issue? Not totally sure. So we want to bring our knight over here. Or no, right here, yeah. Alright, let's play queen b6 first. To prepare to do this, and he doesn't have the check. And it does lock his dark squared bishop down for now. Because if he moves the dark squared bishop, he can take the pawn and then the rook, I think. Alright, let's go ahead and go for c5. Then we're going to bring our knight out, double attack, or triple attack. And he's triple defending, so he's good for now. So I think we're gonna go ahead and take here. He's gonna take back, and then I'm gonna start trying to route my other knight to attack. It's a pretty simple plan. When you get the exchange variation, just really try to pressure the d4 pawn. Now he could take back with something else. I mean, he can't take back with the queen, so he could take with the knight. Good. And yeah, let's just go ahead and go here and then here. And if we can just keep the pressure on the pawn and force him to keep playing defensive moves, it should help us gain a strong position. Okay, he gets another defender there. He's also covering the b2 pawn. So his bishop will be free to move. But his knight will kind of be pinned to the b2 pawn, which could be useful. Let's go ahead and go here. And then we're going to want to try to get castled here in a moment. Yeah, we have three attackers. Knight, knight, queen. He has three defenders. But if we can divert any of these defenders, we could win the pawn. Or we could just try to gain a strong position by threatening to win the pawn or threatening to remove the attackers. Or the defenders in this case. And I'll probably plan to just play bishop e7. Okay, he goes ahead and goes there. I think I'll kick him. And then play bishop e7. And then prepare to castle. If I play this now, I have to hop back with one of the knights, which just a waste of time to go back. Okay. I could play here and try to take a trade. We would still be pressuring the pawn. Is that where I want my queen to be, though? And do I want a dark square bishop trade? If I go there, here, here. Yeah, I think I would just have to go back. So let's just go here for now. And is there a way I could also add this bishop to the attack on d4? I would have to go here and then here. Okay, so the thing that is interesting about this move, a4, is that his queen is now the only defender of the knight, and the knight is pinned to the pawn. So I feel like there's definitely some pressure there. I probably should go ahead and castle first. But yeah, I wonder if you could even... No, you can't. I don't think you can take. And if he plays this, he has two defenders of that square. So I might want to go ahead and play a5 to prevent that. Or I just go ahead and go for this. Although wait, no, he still has two defenders with the rook anyway. So I think a5 has got to be probably the right way to go. Also, is this a good move? I definitely want to look for a tactic to remove the queen from defense of this knight. But if I go here, I'm blocking the knight anyway. But yeah, I think main priority right now should just be to try to get castled. I think the position feels pretty even at the moment. I think I like my position a little bit better, just because of the pressure here and the pressure on d4. And maybe there could be some kind of approach to drop the queen back and then slide the bishop here. And really just try to load up everything on d4 and attack it. Okay, he's adding a fourth defender, so he's really focused on defending the d4 pawn. But this is not a great square for his bishop for the most part. I mean, he's looking at this pawn, and aside from that, it's kind of useless. Oh wait, he just hung the knight with that move, which took me a moment to realize. But yeah, I mean, I was just focusing on trying to find a way to remove the queen from defending the knight, and then it looks like he just did it for me there. So let me make sure there's not a discovery though after that, because my only concern would be if I take, and then if he had a discovery to win the queen, but the dark square bishop, king's on a light square, so. And if he went like here, I mean, that's not a check anyway, and I could just take back. There's no checks over here, so there's no discovery. So let's just go ahead and take. Unless I missed something. I'm pretty sure there's no kind of discovery. But if there were, then my queen would be in big trouble because it's undefended here. And also his queen is undefended. So his bishop is kind of pinned to the queen. So we potentially could pressure the bishop like this. But he still has the pawn defending it, so he would still have two defenders. But now that I removed a defender from d4, we're maintaining quite a bit of pressure on it. And that knight was like one of the main defenders, so. And it's possible our opponent could even resign here after losing the knight. Okay, no, he's not resigning. He's breaking the pin on the bishop. None of his pieces can really threaten my queen here on this square. Except for his queen, which I could just trade. If he went there or something. The knight can't threaten it for now. So I don't see any way where I would be getting trapped or anything. And I am preventing this pawn from supporting this pawn by being here, which is kind of nice because then it forces the rook to maybe keep an eye on this one. So I think I'll keep the queen here as opposed to like trying to drop it back. I don't think there's a risk of getting trapped or anything. And I'll probably just go ahead and castle. Or I could go here and just try to go for a trade. Take. Let's probably castle first. Let's just get the king safe before we make any more attacking moves. Unless there's like anything big. 2 attackers, 3 defenders. Yeah, let's just go ahead and castle. And then we're going to prepare to get the rooks to the open file. That will be pretty useful. We're both using about the same amount of time right now. He has a little bit less than me. Normally I tend to use up a lot more time, so I guess I'm maybe doing a little bit better in my time management this game than some of my other games. Because a lot of my games I have like 3 minutes when they still have 10 minutes left, so. Okay, I want to try to figure out what his idea with this queen move is. Because I don't want to miss any big threat. But I don't really see it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, he's defending the pawn, but he already was defending the pawn. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the queen move is for. Is he trying to go over here and pin this pawn and then attack this one? But this is still defended by the knight, so I don't know. I feel like my position still seems pretty solid. I think I'll just go ahead and move the rook. This is still covered. So let's move the rook to the open file. And at some point, if we want to pressure d4 again, if we can remove one of the defenders, I can just drop the queen back and immediately we'll have 3 attackers again. He could always slide a rook over, but if his rooks are just passively defending a pawn and mine are on the open file, then I think that would be better for me. And this rook still kind of needs to watch this pawn, or I could just take it. Also, this one... Oh, never mind. For a second I thought, like, it can't go here, but of course it can because the other rook is guarding it. But yeah, I think I'm interested in trying to get the bishop trade here. Because if we get the bishop trade, a defender from the d4 pawn is gone, and we immediately re-attack it when we take back with the queen. And also that the defender of the b2 pawn will be gone. So if we can get that trade, that will be pretty nice. If he doesn't give us the trade, I mean, he only has 1 defender, so we could win a pawn. Alright, is he preparing to go here? He goes there. My knight only has this. His knight can take, my bishop can take. If my bishop goes here, my knight has no safe square. So if I go here, He goes here. His bishop is still guarded. I'm threatening to win a pawn, but he's threatening to take my knight. Oh wait, no, never mind. I will have a safe square because the bishop moved. I could drop back. So let's do that. As long as my knight's not going to get trapped. The only thing is, does moving the knight open up an attack here? So far this is covered by both these, so I think it's okay. So let's do that. Still roughly even on time. The opponent is taking his time to think about each move. Sometimes I do wonder why people play 15 when they just like play every move instantly. Like you could be definitely playing 10-minute games in that scenario. Oh, okay, so he does bring the knight in there. I was looking at that move earlier, like if he moved the queen and then could bring the knight in, but I kind of forgot about it. I forgot about it once I determined that the queen was safe. So that does, I mean, I still have this square, but it does give me a little bit of trouble because I wanted to trade the bishop and take back with the queen. Yeah, I think if I go here, and if he tries to go here or something, I can go back. Oh, no, I can't go to there. The knight watches. If he goes here, I can go here. And then I can drop back this way. But yeah, no, I mean, the queen is actually close to getting trapped, but I don't think there's a way for him to fully trap it. But I definitely should have still been aware of this once he moved the queen. I was more focused on what the queen was doing, not the fact that he reopened the square for the knight, because it does put a wrench in my idea there. So let's go ahead and go here. I don't think there's any other open square. Yeah, no, just here. And our bishop is covered. It's covered twice. If he takes, I would probably take with the knight. And then I would open up the rook on this file. And I'm still threatening to take his bishop here. If he doesn't threaten my queen or anything. Threatening to win a pawn, I believe. Let's see what he comes up with. I feel like he really wants to trap the queen. So maybe he'll really get tunnel vision on trapping the queen, which might be the best way to go anyway. Just like threatening the queen, kick it out. Okay, no. Instead, he's defending the bishop. But he does give up the d4 pawn here because it's attacked twice. So now we have a lot of things looking at each other, a lot of tension, and some different possible moves. So I need to decide which way is going to be best. So I could take. He could take one of those two ways. If he takes with the pawn. Ooh, yeah, if I take and he takes with the pawn, then I could get trapped. I could definitely get trapped if he comes over. Wait, take, here. No, but then I do have this square. So I think I could get away, but it's like just barely. So I don't think I like taking. It just seems a little sketchier, even though I don't think he can quite trap me. Take. Oh wait, but the knight would be hanging. Actually, yeah. If I take, he takes, the knight hangs. If I take here, he takes, the knight hangs. And I can still take back. I feel like I might be winning either way. Unless I'm missing something else. Take. Okay, in that case, if he takes back with the queen, then I take back, he takes back with the pawn, then I can't take this. So maybe if I take with the bishop, it's worse because he has that option, and I won't be able to win the d4 pawn, but I will be able to put pressure with the rook on this pawn, c3 pawn. But yeah, I think taking like this might be the best. Or even like this, because then it also immediately opens up the rook, which just might be able to help add some pressure. So maybe let's try this. Take. Move. And then we're double attacking the knight. I think it works. Let's test. Hopefully not missing something. I feel like this is the kind of thing that is easy to miscalculate though, because there's a lot of stuff going on. You have to be very precise in being able to see all the consequences of each move. And now, like, I'm not really worried about the queen getting trapped, because, well, should I be worried about it? Okay, he does take that. So I think I go here. I could take the knight first, but if I go here, I take the bishop back with tempo on the queen. And the queen can't, they can't both, he can't get two defenders on the knight. So I think that seems nice. There's no checks. Well, there's this check, but that's just a queen sacrifice. Actually, he could go to where he threatens the knight. And then it would be hanging. No, because once I take this, it covers the knight. I think we're fine. So let's take. Hope I'm not missing anything. I feel like I definitely could be. But I tried to do my diligence in calculating everything that seemed like a threat. And I liked how we also opened up the rook in this sequence. So we immediately established control over the open file. And we're supporting the queen. Now the queen's under threat and the knight is double under threat. So this is the idea that I was looking at before we made these moves. Okay. So this does not work, I think. Because I can take the queen with check. You take back. I take. You take. I take. So then... Oh, wait. Does it make sense to do... Does it make sense to do this? Take first. Take. Take. I don't know if it makes a difference. But no, I think this is like totally winning. I'm trying to see if there's a way to end up with the knight hanging at the end. But I think whenever the queen gets taken, the knight takes back. So I don't think the knight's going to hang unless we could take it earlier. If I take the knight earlier, he takes, I take. Oh, does that work? Take the knight first. Then he takes this. Then I take with check. Takes back with the pawn. Then I take the rook back. Dang, I can't decide which way is better. Take, take. Okay, let's just do it this way because this seems safer, but I think that this way might be the best. But let's just do it this way. Because this is the safest. This just wins a lot. Yeah, it wins a lot of material and it keeps our position, like, I don't know. I feel like there's no risk to this way. I knew that I calculated this one very clearly, whereas the other one I wasn't 100% sure. Let's just double the rooks up. And now we're up 11 points, so. Just not blunder any forks. That's about it. And we should be okay. Can go here. He can push it. Let's just immediately, like, well, I don't want to hang that pawn. What should I do? Let's just go here first. Or maybe I should have brought the other rook up, actually, because this one is there. In fact, I almost could just get a mate if I could kick that away. Alright, he wants to go there with the fork. Let's just go. Let's just, wait, no, I can take that anyway. Let's just go here. Okay, well, I can just take, I could take either way. Let's just take here first. We did use up a good amount of our time thinking about those last sequences before we played them, but now with a good winning position and I still have a minute and a half, that's plenty of time. So I think I'll just kill this pawn and then just push here. That should be the easiest way to do it, unless I want to try to just go here, and then if I could open this up and get a checkmate with the bishop, that would be cool. Okay, let's just go here. Threaten the knight and the pawn is behind it. Well, is this pawn if we move our bishop? So this, assuming that I don't like stalemate him or something, this is going to be one of our highest wins in terms of our opponent's rating. 1225, that's pretty good. I think our top one was 1260. Alright, so let's go ahead and snag the pawn here. Alright, let's just... I could go here. No. Let's just go here. Supported by our pawn, so the king can't threaten the rook, and he's also cut off. And then, yeah, we should be able to walk a pawn up the board in a moment. Let's go here and try to get that trade. And then we open this up. Well, actually, I guess that doesn't work because if I take that, that's not defended. Let's like there should be like a quick checkmate, but I don't know exactly how. So let's just do this. And we'll just promote and it will be over. The knight can't really move, it's completely controlled by all my pieces. He can just trade if he wants. I'll just keep this rook here for now and use this rook to support my my passed pawns over here once I take this. Okay, I mean he can push his pawns, but there's no way he's going to be able to get them across the board. Also, if he pushes this again, I'll just pin the knight and then probably could like double attack it. Do we have anything for a mate here? Here. Not quite, so let's just push the pawn. Well, there might be, but I don't quite see it. Okay, I'm just going to take this pawn. And now we should be able to get a mate in a second here. This is cut off, this is cut off. You can go to one of these squares. Let's wait, if I just go here, that's all cut off. All right, let's just go here first. I don't know if there's quite a mate, but I feel like there should be. I mean, the knight's kind of blocking it, like from a simple ladder mate happening. If he goes, I can go there, and I can go here and just, he can take the bishop, I'll take the knight, and then, yeah, then that would be really simple. Because once he goes there, that's a fork, he takes the bishop, I take the knight, and then he has no piece to even try to cover him. Okay, now he resigns. Yeah, he really was dragging that out. But yeah, we're up to 1169 now. That is a new all-time high rating. Let's check out the game review and see what we did wrong or what we did right. I think we played pretty well. Yeah, so 88.1% accuracy. Oops, moved the wrong thing. We had a miss. I wonder if the miss was just like a mate in one or something at the end. And game rating is 1900, his is 1600. He had one blunder. I'm not sure which move was his blunder exactly. Alright, let's go ahead though and just go through the moves. Yeah, I really like the advanced Caro though. I think, I haven't looked at like statistics on it, but I think my win rate in the advanced Caro is pretty high. Whereas in the exchange and other variations, it's a little bit lower. So c5 actually was not, it didn't like it here. And it didn't like queen b6 either. But I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, it said good, but it's not excellent or best. And same with c5. So those are the typical moves. It wants the knight here first. So maybe we get the knight ready first before we ever push the pawn, but I don't quite know what the benefit of it is. And then it also wanted the knight to d7. Wanted this to threaten the queen right away. But I mean, my moves are mostly good here. I'm just, when it says good instead of best, I'm always curious why exactly. And a lot of my moves in this opening, it seems like are just good and not best. Alright, kicking the bishop back was good. It did want me to come out and just try to trade the bishop right away, which I was definitely considering. But we didn't go for that. That was best of him to push the a pawn. This was his blunder. Oh yeah, never mind. That's what the blunder was. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was a big one. I mean, he just gave up the knight. He probably could have even resigned after that, but you never know. Like, we're still only like in the 1100-1200 rating range, so sometimes a 3-point advantage can easily turn around. But he decided to really play it out till the end. Right, that was best. Yeah, that was the only move to go up there when he was threatening my queen. This was best. Okay, this is good because this is what I thought about for a long time. That was an inaccuracy by him. So if I had taken, I was thinking of the different ways to take. If I had taken with the bishop, then he had queen takes. Oh really? We go. Oh, we go here first. Yeah, I didn't consider that. I was thinking I just need to take back. That's inaccurate though. And then yeah, and then we can't win the d4 pawn anymore. So that's why I didn't take with the bishop. But instead, taking with the knight, it just pressures everything, and especially this knight, which is double attacked at the end, and the queen, it's like a fork basically. The queen and the knight both being threatened to be taken, and he had no way to defend against that. And we take, once again here it was a little complicated to calculate, but then took that with check. So it actually preferred taking the knight first. Oh, you know what? I didn't even consider taking the knight with the rook, or with the queen. I didn't even consider that. I looked at this, and I looked at this as the first move, and I looked at this as the first move. I never looked at taking with the queen. Now, I do want to see if taking with the bishop was good, because that was the other move I was really considering. Okay, no, it only says good. It doesn't like that as much. This is what I was thinking of, though. And I thought that this could be better because we're winning the knight as well. But no, I guess it's not, because we're only up 9 points, when what we actually played, which was this, we ended up 11 points, I think. Take here, here, here. Yeah, 11 points. Okay, it's because we won the second rook. Or we won both of his rooks, really. Yeah, never mind. So that was better than just trying to win the knight. So I did miscalculate the material value there a little bit, but it still worked out either way. We were winning. And then there wasn't too much to look at here. I mean, he could have resigned at any point. I guess he was hoping for maybe a stalemate or something. Was there a mate in 1 I missed? Oh, there was mate in 5 here. Okay, yeah, there were a couple different mates. But mate in 5 is kind of hard to see. Mate in 12, mate in 5, mate in 6. This was mate in 5, mate in 4, mate in 3, yeah. Oh, it preferred down to here first. Either way, it didn't matter. He was going to get checkmated in just a second. Okay, so yeah, 1169. We're getting kind of close to 1200. We had a nice win yesterday and a nice win today. Yesterday we were 90% accuracy, and today was 88.1 or whatever it was. So 2 high accuracy games in a row, so I'm happy with that. This has been day 44. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on day 45.